How is Hearst likely to answer? Ought steps to be taken in preemption. My instinct's to act alone. Chart the course for fucking carnage. But this would be general. Among them, whose parents were so dim as to bring them the fucking innocence is what gives me fucking pause. I invite the suggestions of others against my instinct to send for the guns.
As I've expressed to the sheriff and Mr. Starr, and siding with your instincts, to protect the innocents, I'd send them from the camp, then fall on Hearst and his in their lair before they fall on us in ours. As Wild Bill would have done.
This is a letter. Who's the fucking letter to? What the fuck is going on?
Last of those Cornishmen murdered.
Pasco.
His family.
Read the letter.
It becomes my painful duty to inform you that Pasco Carwin was killed earlier this week.
Your head out.
His body was found in the road.
Using the sentiment,
a short time after
and
the deed
Harry
had been done.
Manning's using it planted.
It was not mutilated in any way. His death seems to have been instantaneous as he was stabbed through the heart. Pasco's funeral occurred today and was attended by co-workers and friends who all shared the same high opinion of him. Everything was done by kind hands that was possible under the circumstances, and a Christian burial was given him. I was not personally acquainted with Mr. Carwin, save for one encounter where he demonstrated grief and deep compassion at the passing of a friend. I knew him by reputation as an earnest worker and a diligent believer in right and wrong. His memory, I am sure, will always be with those who knew and loved him, among whose number I imagine you as first. A letter from you, which I found in his tent, causes me to convey this sad intelligence to you. Sincerely yours, Seth Bullock. What shall I do with this, Mr. Bullock?
What's your fucking paper for? You fucking publish as witness. For Hearst and others to read. That's a very nice fucking letter.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hearst.
Very constructive reminder in this morning's edition. 12 days to the election. Will you continue to show that calendar, 11, 10 days, so on?
Assuming my press stays intact.
Thanks, too, for publishing Sheriff Bullock's letter of condolence to the family of that murdered worker of mine.
Oh, you're welcome.
I suppose I should have written them myself.
I'd not presume to suppose in that regard, Mr. Hearst, one way or another.
Was the sheriff's making his letter part of the public record meant to embarrass or reproach me?
I'd not suppose in that connection either.
I'm to take you for majestically neutral.
I'd make the less exalted claim as a journalist of keeping my opinions to myself.
You are less majestically neutral than cloaking your cowardice in principle.
I can only answer, perhaps, Mr. Hearst. Events have not yet disclosed to me all that I am.
Those kind of events could be in the weather, Merrick. You might have a second calendar for them.